Your favorite opinions are not yours. The music that moves you, chosen for you before you knew what music was. The things that make you angry, installed before you were old enough to question them. The beliefs you would die defending, you didn't choose a single one. You were programmed before you could speak, and the program is still running. Your brain has a frequency. Right now, it's cycling somewhere between 8 and 13 waves per second. That's called alpha state, the state of relaxed receptivity, the open door. And neuroscientists have known since 1938 that this is exactly the state television induces within the first 4 minutes of watching. 4 minutes. That's all it takes to move your mind from defended to wide open. Now consider what's waiting on the other side of that open door. The average American adult watches 4.5 hours of television per day. That's 1,642 hours every year, spent in a state of lowered resistance, receiving. What exactly are you receiving? Neuroscientists call it entrainment. Your brain doesn't simply observe the world around it, it synchronizes with it, like two tuning forks placed near each other. Strike one, the other begins to vibrate, without being touched. This is not metaphor. This is the architecture of your reality. Every environment you enter is tuning you. Every screen you stare at is conducting your mind toward a frequency someone else selected. The question is not whether this is happening. The question is, who chose the frequency? Let me show you what this looks like in your actual life. Have you ever argued a position, passionately, confidently, and then realized halfway through that you couldn't remember where you first heard it? Have you ever felt a surge of anger at something on your phone, and then, an hour later, couldn't quite remember what it was about? Have you ever noticed that the things that frighten you most are things you've never personally experienced, only seen represented? By age 7, most of your core beliefs are already formed, not chosen, formed. The difference matters more than almost anything else I will tell you tonight. A chosen belief can be examined. A formed belief feels like identity. And when something feels like identity, you don't question it. You defend it, with everything you have, even when the evidence says otherwise, especially then. In 1974, researchers at Stanford showed that changing a single word in a question, just one word, altered what people remembered seeing. Subjects who were asked how fast cars were going when they smashed reported seeing broken glass that wasn't there. Subjects asked the same question with the word contacted did not. One word. One word rewrote their memory of reality. Now think about how many words hit you every single day. The average person is exposed to between 6,000 and 10,000 messages daily, each one carefully chosen, each one landing in a brain that has already been softened by 4 minutes of screen time. Do the math. Here is what they don't want you to realize. This is not new. The Roman emperors knew it. The architects of every mass religion that ever commanded 1 billion obedient souls, they knew it. Rhythm, repetition, ritual, the drum before the army marches, the chant before the congregation kneels, the anthem before the crowd surrenders its individual will. They didn't have neuroscience. They didn't need it. They had centuries of watching what breaks a person's resistance, and what rebuilds it in the shape they required. The technology changed. The method never did. Now the conductor has no face, no name, no ideology. It's only directive. More time, more attention, more of you. Internal documents from Facebook's own research teams showed their algorithm was making users angrier, and they kept it running. Because anger kept people scrolling 64% longer than contentment. They knew. They chose. It doesn't manipulate you with malice. That would require intention. It manipulates you the way gravity manipulates a falling object. Because that is simply what it does. Most investigations stop here. They show you the mechanism. They give you the outrage. And they leave you with the comfortable illusion that knowing about the manipulation makes you free from it. You are not. Knowing the name of the cage does not open the door, because here is the question no one asks. If your beliefs were formed before you could choose them, If your fears were installed by systems that existed before your birth, if your sense of what is real, normal, and true was constructed by forces you never consented to, then what exactly is being controlled? And who, or what, is the you that remains? The philosopher Thomas Metzinger spent 30 years studying consciousness. His conclusion, the self you experience as continuous, sovereign, and real, is not a thing. It is a process, a simulation your brain constructs in real time. It is not the author of your experience. It is a character within it, a very convincing character, but a character nonetheless. And if the self is a simulation, then controlling the self is simply a matter of controlling the inputs to the simulation, which is precisely what every system of power, from ancient Rome to your phone screen, has always done. I'm not going to give you a list, 5 steps to free your mind, 10 habits of the unconditioned soul. That format is itself a frequency, designed to make you feel the problem is solved, when it has barely been seen. What I will give you instead is a practice. Tomorrow, pay attention to the first strong opinion you feel, the first thing that makes you angry, the first belief you reach for when someone challenges you. And ask yourself one question. Did I choose this, or did it choose me? If you never question the code, you never meet the real you. I'll see you in the next file.